Hello? There we go. All right, now my mic decided to disconnect for some reason, but I launched Godot and it was smooth. So, I guess it was the PC just needing a restart because Godot launched within seconds. I went from clicking on the launcher to opening this project and being able to control it within about 7 seconds at most. So, it was just technology being technology as usual, and just deciding to poop its pants and throwing a fit until its diaper was changed. Okay. All right, so let's go back and test this and see if pushing, because as you can see right here, if I try to push this block into this cube, it's not going to do anything. So let's see. Oh, hold on. What? Okay, this was a bug I did experience before. How in the heck? Interesting. Okay, does this one work? No, that one doesn't work. Why can't I not push this? Okay. I always knew they were slightly, like, not the best programmed because I did, like, I looked at the tutorial for like a 2D grid map box pushing thing from like 3 or 4 years ago. So not only was the code outdated, but it was for 2D as well, so it was pretty different. And I managed to get this to work for the most part, but in terms of bug testing and finding errors where like sometimes I just can't push the boxes at some points, that has been tough. But unfortunately, no, it does not seem like those half blocks block against it. Now, other hand though, I have another idea. Okay, so I'm in the grid map right now. How did I rotate this? Oh, hold on. Crap. All right. I have no idea how I rotated this. Go back to grid map. Uh, no, never mind. What I thought was gonna work, it wasn't gonna, isn't like, yeah, I was thinking of like putting a ramp here, but then that would just be some weird collision thing where if I'm on the ramp walking down towards the side of it, yeah, because like, for example, right here, if I pull up my player, go to my scene, you see these raycasts. I use them for climbing up the walls as one of my other characters, and then one of these I use for detecting like the side of it, and if it isn't like completely uh perpendicular to the face or like close to perpendicular to the face of a cube, then it won't go off. So unfortunately, that won't work. But oh well. So let's go ahead and let's just go back into here for now. Screw it. Uh, let's make a obstacle course where I need to bring one. I need to bring like a boulder or no, like a cannonball to a cannon to unlock an area. Excuse me. So for now, let me go into scenes, objects, my boulder, a breakable wall, align that. Place that around here. That's good. And then, how would I make platforms that can push the player? I guess. Hold on. Is there an? There is an animatable body 3D. Okay, so that's what I can use. When moved manually, it affects other bodies in its path. Yep. Okay, so this is what could use as like wall pushers. So what I'm thinking of doing right now is like a first obstacle test is just think of a pathway. Let me get my grid map. Think of a pathway. Let's just draw a straight line for now, or yeah, something like this. And I have to walk across. I have to carry a boulder to walk across this pathway, and then like there's gonna be pillars, I guess, for lack of a better term, coming in and out of the wall to like push me off of this pathway. And like, oh no, I fell, and then like I can't carry it to like the cannon or whatever at the end. Okay, so let's do this. So let's design the pathway first. Let's have it be at least 2 wide. Is that too wide? Yes. So fill, something simple to start off with. We don't need like a crazy winding path. Fill, fill. Okay. Something just to act as a proof of concept. So let's say the cannon is over here on like this platform. Let me go back into did I place it in switches, yeah. So cannon, there we go. Let's angle it. Now obviously with how we have it set up, it doesn't need to be angled, but does not hurt. Transform 90. There we go. Now let's move this over here. Perfect. And then let's just, oh, that's right, I forgot. Move this over here. Move this here. Save that. And then just set this up so that it's like this. I sort of understand it, but I do not like how the control scheme changes when I'm in grid map. It switches to like Blender control scheme, and I've never gotten used to that. How do I rotate this? A, S, and D? Okay, I see. Yep, yep. That's it. Now, I also want to test how going up and down a ramp works with the boulder. So I've set up the pathway. Let me place the boulder somewhere here. Okay, then let's do that first. I want to make sure going up and down. Oh, I did not add collision. Grid map, collision. What was the grid map collision? Come on. Slow down. Grid map. Collision exists on layer 2 and it has mask 1 and 4. Okay. So layer 2, mask 1 and 4. All right. Save. Now let's play. There we go. Let me switch to this character so I can run over here. Okay, switch back to this character. Start carrying this. Okay, that's fine. So now we have this. There we go. Now, obviously, yeah, it's a bit slow. I mean, that's going to be part of the challenge is carrying a heavy object while obstacles are or like pillars are shooting out from the wall trying to knock you off. Oh, that's right. I forgot that need to assign the wall to the cannon. Hold on, what? Did I not name? I did not name. Let's do that right now. Breakable wall. Save that. Okay. Now let's go back to the cannon. Hold on. Oh, I deleted some parts of the floor. Whatever. Goes back in. Bam. Okay. Save this. Click on cannon. Assign. Breakable wall. Okay. All right. That should be working as intended now. So now, uh, let me see if I know how to make a moving wall from scratch. You 3D scene? No, not 3D scene. Oh wait, no. My level's playing. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Would that still show up if it was paused? It does show up over my thing. Interesting. Okay. So you guys were just seeing the game frozen in time while I was still fixing that bug. All right. Yeah, I just needed to assign the breakable wall to the cannon because it was essentially an empty variable. So when the code ran, it's like, oh, there's an error because I do not have a value to work with. Either way, let's go ahead and go back here. Close that for now. Gonna need an excuse me, animatable body 3D. Wait, no, hold on. Let me look up a video real quick because there's this video that I used to teach 2D platforms, like how to make 2D moving platforms. And if I just take a quick look at the scene tree, and the nodes that are within it, I should be able to make it through memory. So let me go back onto YouTube. My audio's muted. Yeah, audio's muted. I'll still give the video a shout out. I just don't want extra noise playing in the background. How to make a moving plat in Godot. Perfect. All right, let me mute this. Skip, pause, show Chrome. Okay, that's not showing. There we go. Okay. Let me recenter this. As you can see, it's by die code, and it's mastering moving platforms in Godot 4, create dynamic gameplay with path 2D and animatable body 2D. So obviously this is a 2D tutorial, not 3D, but I'm fairly certain I can easily translate this to 3D. what was... Okay, so it was a path 2D first. In this case, it'll be 3D. So let me go into Godot here. Delete this. Yes. So path 3D. All this moving. I'll just call it pushing block or moving block. Okay. So path 2D. And then I need a path follow 3D. Then a remote transform 3D. Then if we go back to there, I need, this is where I add the animatable body 3D. And then if I go back here, this is where I add the mesh and the collision shape. Let me do animation player and mesh, and then collision shape 3D. Okay, I think I got everything. Let's go ahead and close this video. Oh yeah, I'll leave a like, my personal account. All right, so I've got all the nodes that I need. So animatable body 3D, mesh instance. Let's go ahead and do box, make it a 5 by 5 by 5 by, oh, 5 by 5 by 5. Yeah, that's fine. All right, save this. Scenes, objects, moving block scene. Okay, so now let's go to the collision shape. Box, do it 5 5 5, enter. Now it is, yep, the same shape. Okay. Now, remote transform, assign it to the animatable body 3D, right? I think that's what it was. And then animation player, need to make an animation, new, uh, call it, move. Keep it simple, not overcomplicate things. We have our move animation. Let's make it at least 2 seconds. Switch it to be that so that it plays back and forth. As you can see the timer right here, instead of going, instead of like looping back around. So it actually moves forward and then comes back. Now, where was the... Oh, you know what? I actually remembered something I need from that video. Or you know what? No, never mind. I don't need it. Okay. Go to Path Follow 3D. Make... Wait, no. I gotta make a curve. I gotta add points to the curve at the very least. Okay. Let's position. Let's set it to X of 500. That is a lot farther than I thought it would be. Never mind. Okay. Uh, X of 50. That is still a lot farther. Dear Lord. 25. There. Okay, that's decent. All right. So save this. Now go back to path follow. Create a keyframe. Then move it over here. And fill out the progress ratio. Create another keyframe. So now, as you can see, it goes back and forth. Okay. Let's go ahead. Pause this. Save. set it. Now, that should be fine. Oh, I forgot he added a script to this. Yeah, so I will need to pull back up the video. Let me do that again. YouTube. All right. I don't know, history. There we go. Okay. All right, let's get rid of this. Okay. So, this bigger. Excuse me. Why can I grab it from there? All right. Let me just make this full screen. That's the same. Okay, there we go. Resize it to fit perfectly. Okay. Now, let's minimize this for now so I can work on it in Godot. Go to script. What does he add? Oh, I mean, guess where does he add the script? It should be on, yeah, it's on the path 2D itself. Hold on. Where? Okay. So, got my path 3D script. Change this. Change to scene. No, scripts. Open. Okay. All right. So I've got in 3 exports. So at export variable loop equals true. Export speed equals 2.0. And then next export variable equals speed scale 1.0. Okay, so I need to get references to the path follow and the animation player. Path follow and animation player. There we go. Just name this to path and animation. Okay, now create a ready function and do an if not loop uh animation dot play move. Yep. And then animation dot speed scale equals speed scale. And is that it? Or the oh wait, no, there's one thing. Set process to false. That's what it was. Set process to false. Okay. So now create function process path dot progress plus equals speed. And that should be it. Let's save this. I do have to remove this curve. Sure, save it again. Okay, let's go into our puzzle level. drag in a moving block. And make it so that no, not quite. Interesting. It's slightly off. Form. It's probably because it is an odd number in size. Let's do 6 by 6 by 6. Then 6 by 6 by 6. Okay. There we go. That fits. Perfect. Okay. Now it is quote unquote aligned with the grid. All right. Let's do this. Okay. Uh, create a new curve. And then add. Interesting. It angles towards it. All right. Let's first. Whoa, why? Huh? Why is that permanent? Hello? Okay, fix it, I guess. That was strange as hell for it being permanent. Let's take the position, realign it, do that, turn off looping, and let me drag my player over here. And as you might notice, the camera is not attached to the player, even though it's part of the same scene. That is because to get my camera to work, I have the camera pivot as top level. So that means, oh, you can't see the little blurb pop up and get out. Interesting. Well, as top level says right here, if it is true, the node will not inherit its transformations from its parent, and node transformations are only in global space. That's just to allow the camera to allow it to freely move around the player. All right. Will this work? Oh, I forgot to change the collision. Let's go back to moving block, manual body, collision. Have it as ground. Okay, for player. Try that again. All right. Now it should push me. Perfect. All right. Let's test it with this thing. All right. Oh, no. Grab this. All right. Obviously, could have put it earlier on the track, but oh well. I want to test if that is too slow or too fast. Also want to make sure that it pushes me off while I'm carrying this. Oh, perfect. I say that's just right, honestly. Then perfect. Just how I want it to work. Hell yes. Okay. Let's save our work. Now, how far is this? This is just 10 units. And the speed is still 2 and the speed skill is still 1. So, did not change anything. So that's good. Whew. Honestly, perfect timing. Now, granted, like I of course was doing the trick of just like walking into it preemptively, but uh, I don't know. Okay, let's go ahead and create this layout. I do not. Yeah, I could just duplicate these existing ones, place them like right here, so they use the same ones. Then this would be an interesting one to where in. Oh no. Yep, as you can also see, because they all share the same curve, if I affect one of them, it affects all of them. So let me undo that to create a custom curve for this one. Points, add 2 points. Set this one to be 10, 20, let's do 30. How would that look? So yeah, that obviously moves faster. Okay, that's too fast. All right, so let's do stop. Take this and set the speed to be like 1.8 instead of 2. So it's slightly slower. Is it faster? I'm sorry, did reducing this speed 2.1? That didn't change anything. What? Huh? Path up progress plus equals speed. Yeah. Why did that not change anything? Am I missing something? Why did that do nothing? I'm just drawing a blank right now. Why did that not affect? Does the speed scale still affect it? Maybe 0.5? Yes, okay. The speed scale still affects it, but speed apparently does nothing. Okay, whatever. Because they just have a useless variable that's is being used, as we can see right here. At that progress plus equals speed. whatever. I am not a programmer by trade. I'm gonna make that perfectly clear. I am a designer first and foremost. Hmm. All right. Well, as long as the speed scale still works, that's fine by me. So let's do 0.8. Put this back to 2. Just leave it as is. Okay. Play test this. My trek across the treacherous. Okay. Oh, that was still really fast. Even reduced by 20%? What? How could I still not make it when it was 20%? Oh, I'm caught. Okay. Let's retry. Grab this. Oh, if I. Okay, so moving into it does pull me. Interesting. Nah, okay. Yeah, that's still too fast. Interesting. All right. Let's do 0.7. Oop. And if it's that tight of a window, then that means people who don't normally play games are gonna find it extremely difficult. So probably gonna have to reduce it further. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So let's do like 0.65. Leave it at that. Okay. Well, I'd say I got this first obstacle done. I'm fairly satisfied with it. The moving blocks work just fine. And I could also use them as platforms. So that's good. In fact, I can even set it up to be able to customize the size of each of them individually. Because that is what I did with the timed platforms. We can see right here at the platform X and the platform Z. And then script. Right here we can see on ready, set the collision shape and the mesh to be the set the size of the platform. So I can customize it and not create a bunch of different not create a bunch of different scenes of different sized platforms. Whew, okay. Uh, let's see. What did I do here? I just created two variables. Okay. Let's do that as well. Let's do honestly just copy these two. So create platform X and platform Z. Probably do platform Y as well in this case. So let me copy one of these. Y. There we go. Let me actually hold on. What? No. Oh, I could just cut and paste. XYZ. Okay. So save. Now, what did I do for the timed platform? I got a reference to the collision shape and the mesh. So let me do that as well. Boom, mesh instance and collision shape. Then in the ready, I did this. I think I could just copy and paste that. Did I make the platform Y a constant? Yeah, I did. Because I just want these to be flat platforms, not like, um, I don't want them to change the size of the height. Okay, I think that's all set up. So now if I go back here, change this to 6 by 6 by 6, save, 6 by 6 by 6, save. Then let's leave that as 2 to 2 and see if it works. It does not. Why? I didn't get any errors. But why did that not? What? In the ready function. What? Am I missing something? Collision shape. Yeah. Do I need to access it as a unique name? Because that's what I did here. Let me see if that makes a difference. Still don't quite fully understand the difference between just doing this and accessing them as unique names. Let me do unique names. And let's try that then. No, that still didn't work. Do I just have to bring in a fresh version of this and leave it as 222? The curve and add 2 points to it and then have this go to 10 just for instance. Now it updates. What? Why are all of them? Ugh, good lord. Uh, why did all of them change? This is the first one. What if I mess with this? Sorry about that. My headphones just died. All right, I guess I'll leave them plugged in for now. Okay. If this changes, I think I know what's happening. That's smaller? No. So why did bringing in that new one? What? Stop that. Okay, it's the most recent one. All right. So that means so annoying. Did I create a new mesh from scratch in like box collision? Hold on. What if? Oh, but no, I dragged in this. It's like 10 by 10. That is annoying. Still not the right size though. Should be large flat cube. Okay. All right. So, from my understanding, what is happening is because this, the mesh is considered one quote unquote resource. This is also considered one quote unquote resource. So, what I would have to do is create a unique resource for each individual one. That. How do I do that? Why did this work properly when I set it up? I missed something. Okay, hold on. Again, I do not know if accessing them as unique names or not will do anything different. Let's do that. Let me test something out. Okay, that fixed that made it wide platforms like it should have been. I think because I was still typing in here. Okay, never mind. Uh, that doesn't really change it either way. So that's still completely fine if I have it this or not as a unique name. That means I need to create a mesh and then assign it instead of doing that. So how do I do that? Chrome resource. I can create a node resource from code and save it to disk. The resource.new. Let's do a shape 3D box mesh. How do I assign this to? So this would be, and then, oh, hold on. Tools, box, shape 3D dot new. And then I would do, my brain is cooking right now. Why I'm quieter. Do oh, just shape 3D dot shape equals collision. And I would do mesh instance 3D dot mesh equals mesh. Would would this, and then if I get rid of this and this, holy shit, I did it. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. Stop moving block. Okay. So obviously I can't really see it that well here. But then let's do 666. This one is six. Nope. Crap. 666. And let's just say this one is 444. This one is leave it as that. So then, yes, each of them are individual sizes now. Hell yeah, bro. It always feels so good when your brain is just like, wait, I think I have a solution and it's correct. All right. Hold on, I want to see what this interaction is. Does it clip into me? So I kind of stop there. Interesting. Not pushing me away, so I'm not like hitting the wall, but I'm still like colliding with it to the point where I can't move. That's a unique interaction, but an extremely fringe one, so I don't think I have to worry about it too much. Besides, if I ever do this, I could just make this two tall instead of just one tall, so I won't have to worry about that. But I have developed and made a proper solution. Let's actually do that for this one as well while we're here. Script, take this, grab this, paste it in here, and remove these. Save this, go back into test level 2, and test it out. Where is the 4, 2, 4, 2? Did I rotate these? No, I didn't. Okay, good. Let's do 2, 4. So play, and then activate them. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Oh, I see. So that still the particle effects. What? What? GPU particles, particle process. Oh, that makes it more difficult. Okay. That means I'm gonna have to make a unique particle process material. But oh, good God. Oh no. Okay. All right. You know what? Let's do it. We'll do it live. Okay. R particle. No, I can literally see it spelled right here on the left. Particle. Yep. Particle underscore particle process equals particle process material dot new. You got that? Okay. So then I do GPU particles 3D dot process material equals particle process. Okay, that's good so far. But now I need to do process material dot. Just do dot gravity. Dot gravity. Not giving me an error straight up, so I think it's fine. Equals vector 3 0 comma 0 comma 0. Okay. Go ahead and save this. Does this give me an error? No. Okay, so I did set the gravity. Perfect. I still need to set like the spawn rate and other stuff with this. Okay. Spawn. Position. And then we do emission box extends. What? What? Why does that? Interesting. Huh. The time. Why does that change the particle? Perfectly fine right here. So why does it change this? Let me jump up here. Okay, that, yeah. Disappears and they spawn back in. Hmm. Let me stop. Go back here. The box extends. Script. So it is. What do I why am I dividing this by 2? Forget why I'm dividing that by 2. Either way, it should still be in the shape of a box. Oh, I still need to set the emission shape. That's right. So we do GPU particles dot em- dot process material dot emission shape, emission underscore shape. Yes, equals. I set it equal to 3 since it's an enum. Let's see. No errors. No errors. Hell, hell yeah. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Got it. Hell yeah, bro. That is what I like to see. All right, perfect. Looks like got a blowy nose. All right. That felt satisfying. To say the least, that was very satisfying. All right. Yes. So I was okay. It's here. Bring myself back to my original goal. Back here. All right. So got one of those puzzles down. What kind of puzzle do I want to make next? Oh, I know. Since we just fixed it, let's do this, but it utilizes all three of the characters instead of just one. Because those are the kinds of puzzles that I want to like some of the puzzles that I want to have within the world. Puzzles that utilize all three characters at once. So the player has to decide, okay, I got to use this character for this character for that, and then yeah, so on and so forth. Because I may have mentioned this before, but for Donkey Kong 64, I honestly dislike the Tag Anywhere mod because it's obvious that the game was not designed for it. The game was designed for you to go through the level one Kong at a time, and being able to switch to any Kong at any time just means that it just become to me at the very least, it feels like it becomes a mindless collectathon. You're like, okay, I am in this part of the level, so I just immediately switch to Chunky and do this puzzle for Chunky. And then I move like a few inches away from that, and then it's a puzzle for Tiny, and I just immediately switch for Tiny. So that's what I don't like. And I explained before that the reason why I like Donkey Kong 64 is because I have to think and plan ahead of when I am going to bring out each individual Kong, what I'm going to collect with them, and that if I decide to switch now or switch to a different Kong and collect stuff there or change my plan on the fly and so on and so forth. So that is why I'm trying to design puzzles that utilize multiple characters actively because that quite literally does not exist. It cannot exist with how DK64 is designed. There are some instances be like, okay, I got to use this Kong to open this gate to unlock it for everybody else, but that's like it really kind of is just like a little bit of backtracking gating there. Like even I'll admit that. Like it's obvious some points of DK64 do sort of have like tedious backtracking, but either way. Okay, let's go ahead and start dragging in. You know what? Hold on. Let me add a Node 3D. Rename this to. Nope, F2. Yeah. One. Nope. Obstacle one. Take this, move it over. Just move it over there. That's fine. Then take. I don't need that one. F4. But take all these, put it within obstacle one, and just organize it. Perfect. Okay. So now let's create obstacle two. Ooh. All right. Let's move this somewhere over here. And then go to the grid map, grab some ramps, place some here and here. Then some upper ramps. Then instead of the oh, you wait, hold on. I should make this taller. Um, bottom there. Boom, boom. Okay, so now it's properly floating. Have an initial four spots right there. Okay, so this one is going to be a little bit more complex because it's going to utilize all three characters and their abilities. So what's going to happen? Oh, I should also. What's going to happen is I am going to have a boulder right here, and it's essentially going to be the same thing where I have to carry the boulder across, but the obstacle isn't like the moving blocks that go back and forth here to push me off. It is these timed platforms that I was just working on, and I wanted to work on them so they would work for this puzzle properly. So what I'm going to do is let me pull up Paint. Let me fill this in, add a layer. Okay, so think of it like this. There we go. You guys can see it. Okay, so how this is going to work, let's just say, like, think of this as like a top-down view of it. Let's just say the beginning ramp is here. I gotta make this thicker. The beginning ramp is here, as you can see, and then the boulder is right here. So what's gonna happen is, for those who don't know or haven't seen some of my previous streams, one of my characters has the ability to shoot a projectile, and that projectile can interact with a few things. So first, that projectile, when shot at what I call a hover point, I'm just gonna do this for a hover point, it teleports the player to that hover point, and of course they hover there for a little bit and then they drop. But that is if they don't do anything. If they press the jump button, they get an extra boost into the air, and the character that can also shoot can also glide, like Rayman or like Link from Breath of the Wild, for example. So every time they shoot a hover point, they teleport to it and hover there for a second, and it also resets their glide. Usually, if they glide and it runs out, it'll reset when they touch the ground. But shooting this also resets their ability to glide. So what I'm going to do is I want to set up a puzzle so that to they have to first do a series of hover point, like jumps and glides between hover points as a sort of small platforming challenge. And then they reach the end. They land on the end over here. I'll just set it up like this for now. So then they hover and they hit each hover point and then glide to the end over here. Well, at the end is a switch that this character's projectile can also interact with. This is the switch. And if they shoot this, then what happens is it activates the timed platforms. And now the pathway between these two, like this end and this end, is now solid for a limited amount of time. After they hit this switch right here, and now my so I have a yellow character, a red character, and a purple character. So it is the yellow character's job to carry this boulder across the path within the limited time that these platforms are on. But part of the challenge is that the person may not know it from the start, but if they just walk back and then grab the boulder and then move along, they won't have enough time. So that's where my red character comes in because he has the ability to sprint. So what is going to happen is once they trigger the timed platforms, the red character, the player will have to switch to the red character and sprint all the way back across and come here. And then they switch to the yellow character, and then carry the boulder. And then there should be enough time to be able to cross it and then place the boulder on like a pressure plate over here of some kind. So this is the puzzle I want to design. And I, at the very least, feel like it is a good puzzle or at the very least a good platforming challenge that utilizes all three characters to complete this challenge. Now that I did, oh yeah, let me go ahead and minimize that for now. Now with all that being said, it's a good thing I fixed the timed platforms just now so that they can work properly and they are the correct size that I want them to be. So let's keep things simple for now and create a path exactly like this. So let's drag in timed platform. There we go. Okay. So what I want to align it to the grid. So let me go back to test level 2. So transform. But I want to put it on a, okay, so to align it properly, I want to put it on a half step. And it's odd. These are odd. I thought they needed to be even. Here, jump up. Yeah, they should be even. Granted, it's like perfectly center with this. Or maybe I just need to make them odd. 5. Let me try that. I just want to get an idea of how. Yeah, that's a bug. I knew about that one. Okay. This. What if I do 6? Up. 6. Save. Play. So, is it 7? It seems like it has to be an odd number. Interesting. Yeah, okay. No, not. Let me realign these. Negative 24. No, extra 2. 24. Here we go. 0. The 4, 6. Am I doing this right? Interesting. What if I do 4, 4? I just want to know, like, how I'm supposed to. Okay, yeah. All right. So I've got to be fairly. So what I do is I make sure that it is within the corner of a grid, and then I make it the size I want to match like the individual that. Okay, that makes sense. All right. So if I want to do it here, put it in the corner. That's along the line. And if I were to make it uh 2 by 4, no, 4 by 8. So 4 by 8. No, 8. Save. Take my player, move them over here. Save. Nope. Save. Keep on pressing Control Z. Ooh, I have a. Oh, that's right. I didn't put a trigger down. Stop. Yep. Forgot to put one of the triggers down. Let's go back here and do switches. And platform trigger. Let's just leave it right here for now. Yeah. No, no. Hold on. Let me put it off to the side. Okay. Save this. Click on the timed platform. Assign the trigger. There we go. Save and play. There we go. Then, okay, that was perfectly sized. Then, of course, the trigger time. Oh, okay. Let's set this to 30. Okay, so for now, let's continue to work on this. So this is 8. Moved 1 over. 2. It'll be 10 if I am doing this right. I also make sure to put this within obstacle 2. Let's do 10. See if I am counting correctly. No. 10. Hold on. 14? 16. Is it bigger? I can't quite tell. No, it seems to be aligned right here. But this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Hold on. I think I need better visualization. Where is time plan? Just open this up. Let me put a little cube. No, yeah, no. Mesh instance 3D. Let me do a little box. Just leave that there for now. Just a visualization to help me see. Okay. So the box is 1, 2, 3, 4 units away. So yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it is perfectly sized. All right. We'll stop this for now. Have this ever so slightly bigger, 1.1, just so not Z fighting. Perfect. Okay. So now I think I can just duplicate this without any problems. Who knows? We will see. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We go over here to 4 for Z. Then I go, let's do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 10. See how this works. So 12. What? Hold on. What? What? That did not change anything. Did that not change anything? Am I okay? I think it didn't save properly. Like I have to deselect it first. Yeah, okay, it just didn't save properly. Okay. Bam, bam. Oh, hold on. I just realized. Got a 3.5. Why can't I click on the? Oh, that's why. Because I wasn't on the select tool. I was on the move tool. 3.5. Go. Okay, so now they will be properly flush with the top of these platforms as well. Now, let's see. Uh, 1, 2, 3. That makes sense. Okay. So each the 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Now if I duplicate this, bring it here, this. Now it's 2, 4. Hold on, it's not aligned. 4, need 8. That's 4, 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 8, 10, 12. 2, 8. Let's make this Z 8 to X4. And then that means I can then duplicate this one, get over here, that it is 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. It should be fine so far. Yeah, perfect. Coming along. Go ahead and stop. Okay. And then just add this at the end of it. And that would be 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then that means 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4. Hold on. 1, 4. So I place it right here. So grid map. Oh, that disoriented me. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. Perfectly fit. Hell yeah. Okay. So let's save. Oh, I don't want to reload. Just save. Okay. All right. So let me do this now. Make this bigger. You then drag in a pressure plate. There we go. And where is the signal? What is the signal attached to? Oh yeah, it's just that, whatever. Okay. I mean, we can just leave the pressure plate there. That's fine. No, I don't want to play. Okay. Uh, nope. Go back to puzzle testing. Okay, let's move this all the way over here. And then let's add in some hover points. Objects, hover point. I think that looks good. Duplicate. Move it. Oh, is it not on the back one? Move this back one. Perfect. Okay. Now let's go ahead and then how far is this apart? Transform, transform. 1730. I can't do simple math off the top of my head. I don't really feel like it either. So 33 minus 17. So 16. Let's go ahead and make that 15. Or you know what? Hold on. Because if I am going to do this by like markers, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I guess I'll do it by eights. That's fine. Keep it 16s. So then that means this would be 1, and then the next one should be negative 15. Negative 15. Yeah, I'd say that's a good enough distance, honestly. All right. Um, Now the only thing left to test for this one, at the very least, is the overall time. So now, obviously, got to make it over there to activate the platform. So let's do some jumping. There. I could have less of these, honestly. But for now, this is a fine for the test. This is a proof of concept. Okay. Now, activate that. Now I gotta run back. So go back here. Okay, switch to my character, and now carry this. Take the corners. Oh, I made it. How much more time? That's a little tight. Okay. I honestly thought I wasn't gonna make it at first, but now we have properly done it. So, oh, I got my wires all crossed. Hold on. Okay, perfect. All right. I'd say let's increase that timer just a little bit. Oh, I forgot. The time it's on the time platforms themselves. Let's give because if I'm barely able to make it, then like a casual player or like somebody who doesn't really know the game, obviously since I'm making it, gonna be a little bit harder. So let's just do no, 35 seconds. Not just 5 seconds. 35. Copy that. Paste. Paste. There. And there. There we go. Okay. So now Kilometer 35, right? Yes. Okay. So that should be more than enough. Now, in terms of these, I do 17. I do 9. That's going to be in the middle between them, and that should make it definitely make it harder. Yep. Okay. I do prefer that. All right. Not too tough there. Obviously, it's more for just getting this person across, and then make it back in time, and switch to the character, grab it, bring it over here. And not seeing a timer is always going to be tough. Mm, it still felt pretty long, though. There was a lot of extra time. Let me. All right, I'm not going to mess around with this too much, obviously, since I don't have playtesters. I'm just going to do 33 and leave it at that. Oh, come on. All right. Yeah, I think this is good. All right. Okay. So we created these first two. Yeah, I think that's all good for obstacle 2. Perfect. Okay. What do I want to do next? Uh, see which puzzle. I could do that as an individual puzzle, like an individual challenge. Yeah, might as well. Okay. So this next one, so my red character has the ability to high jump. So what I want to do is I want to utilize these moving blocks that I made and have them as platforms that I have to like jump on. And like if I jump on top of one, it'll be moving back and forth, and I need to jump on top of the next one that'll be moving back and forth and whatnot. So let's go ahead, create a new node 3D obstacle 3. And I think once I finish this obstacle, I will call it for the night since it's already getting close to 11. Okay. Let's first move this here for quote unquote obstacle 3. I want it to be more or less vertical. I, I want to see if it is like possible vertical at the very least. So he can high jump a max of 3 blocks at a time. Let me switch to X. No, Y. No, Z. Yeah, Z. Whoa, where's the Z axis? Oh, over there. Okay. I'll pull it over here. Perfect. Okay. let's say this is 23. Take my player, drag him over here. Boom. I want to test this out real quick. Okay. Yes, I can barely jump over 3. All right. What I thought. So then let's grab a where is, yeah, moving block. There we go. Bam. So if this is a 2x2x2 block, sorry, size, right? Yeah, 2x2x2, perfect. Okay, stop. So there, 1. So that's 1. Actually, I should place it there. Duplicate. 1, 2, 3. There. Duplicate. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So now I add curves to each of these, and then add 2 points. Set the other one to be 10. No, not 1, 10. 10. New curve. Set it to be 10. Curve. Set it to be 10. Oh yeah, that's right. Stop. Don't want to turn loop off because I just want these to go back and forth. Oh, yeah, forgot. Gotta do all 3 of them. Okay, there we go. Now save this. Okay, now they should be working just fine. And so, now obviously if all of them are on the same scale, that's going to be a little odd. Let's do 0.5 for this one. See how this challenge works. Jump up top. Jump up top. And jump up top. Perfect. Yeah, I kind of like this. Nice little platforming challenge. I mean, I obviously could modify with like the speeds and the sizes of the cubes and like have them be placed up, but it's more or less the initial idea of it. Okay, let's move obstacle 3 to be here. Put moving block 1, 2, and 3 in here. Save. And yeah, almost 11. So I think I will call it for the night. Thank you for watching if you were here live. And if you are watching the VOD, thank you as well. And I will see everybody soon.